Hockey isn't just about zipping across the ice, scoring amazing goals, or chasing that big shiny cup. No, for years it's been about that gritty, no-holds-barred toughness. The kind where huge players drop their gloves and go toe-to-toe, right there on the rink, with fans yelling their heads off. These aren't small arguments or quick pushes. These are all-out battles that stick in your mind forever. Rivalries that burn hot, payback that hits hard, pride on the line. And yeah, sometimes a bit of blood to make it real. Today, we're jumping into the top 3 most brutal and insane fights in NHL history. The ones that turned games into total chaos and left everyone talking for years. Trust me, these aren't your everyday scraps. They're the moments that flipped entire matches upside down, sparked huge team-wide wars, and had crowds on their feet in shock. Some built lifelong enemies. Others emptied the benches in pure madness. And each one will have you glued to the screen, heart racing, thinking, how did they walk away from that? We're counting down to build the excitement, starting with number 3 to get you hooked, then ramping up the intensity. By the end, you'll be dying to see what takes the top spot. Number 3, the Good Friday Massacre, Montreal Canadiens versus Quebec Nordiques, 1984. Okay, picture a playoff game where the hate between two teams is so thick you can cut it with a knife. It's Good Friday, 1984, and the Montreal Canadiens are facing off against the Quebec Nordiques in what's already a super heated series. These guys are from the same area in Canada, so it's like a family feud gone wild, personal, bitter, and ready to explode. Montreal's up in the series, and they can knock Quebec out tonight. The crowd's buzzing, but no one knows they're about to witness something that'll go down as one of the wildest messes in hockey. It all starts innocent enough, like any intense game. A few rough checks, some trash talk, the usual stuff that builds up in playoffs. But as the second period ends, the buzzer sounds, and that's when the spark hits the gasoline. A little scuffle breaks out near the boards. Nothing new, right? Wrong. Suddenly, players from both sides flood the ice like a dam breaking. Benches clear out completely. Gloves drop everywhere. The refs are scrambling, but they're like ants in a storm, total overload. Now, here's where it gets brutal and pulls at your emotions. This isn't clean fighting. Montreal's Mario trembly jumps Quebec's Peter Stastny and breaks his nose with a vicious hit, blood everywhere. And you can imagine the pain, the shock on Stastny's face as he's down, trying to protect himself. But the worst? Quebec's Louis Slayer skates up to Montreal's Gene Hamel, who's already on the ground, and sucker punches him right in the face. Hamel goes limp out cold. They have to carry him off on a stretcher, and later, that punch messes up his eyes so bad he has to quit hockey for good. Think about that. A guy's career ended in one dirty moment. It's heartbreaking, makes you angry, reminds you how 1 second of rage can change lives forever. The chaos drags on, fists flying in waves, fans screaming in a mix of horror and excitement. Finally, the refs break it up and send everyone to the locker rooms for the break. During that 20-minute timeout, the officials don't tell the players who's kicked out. So, when they all come back for the third period, yep, including the guys who should be gone, they skate out like nothing happened. Then, the announcer starts reading the ejection list over the speakers. Players hear their names and realize, hey, I'm already out, so why not go for it? Boom! Another full-on brawl explodes before the puck even drops. It's round 2 of madness, even more personal now. Guys are settling scores from just minutes ago. Get this, 2 brothers, Dale Hunter from Quebec and Mark Hunter from Montreal, actually start fighting each other. Imagine the family dinner after that. Talk about emotional gut punch. The hate is so real, it overrides everything. When the dust settles, after what feels like forever, the stats are mind-blowing. 252 penalty minutes handed out, 11 players tossed. The ref, Bruce Hood, gets so much heat for losing control that he quits after the season. But here's the emotional kicker that ties it all together. Quebec's leading 1-0 after the mess, and they score quick to make it 2-0. But Montreal, fueled by pure fury and that need for justice, storms back with 5 goals in a row to win 5-3 in Quebec's season. Revenge served cold, right on the ice. It's the kind of comeback that gives you chills, makes you root for the underdog spirit. Number 3 was a double dose of chaos, but number 2? It's all about deep, burning revenge that simmers for months. It's personal, bloody, and involves something rare, goalies going at it. Hang on, because if you think you've seen intense, the next one's going to pull you in even deeper. What's coming will make you feel the rage like it's your own beef. Number 2, Fight Night at the Joe, Detroit Red Wings versus Colorado Avalanche, 1997. Close your eyes for a second. Imagine you're Chris Draper. 10 months ago, you're skating near the boards, minding your game, when, crack, someone slams you face first into the glass. Your jaw shatters like dropped china. Your cheekbone caves in. The bone around your eye splinters. You wake up in the hospital, mouth wired shut, eating through a straw for weeks. The guy who did it? Claude Lemieux. And he never says sorry. Not once. That pain, that anger, it doesn't go away. It festers. It becomes fuel. For 10 long months, the entire Detroit Red Wings team carries that fire. They print wanted posters with Lemieux's face. They talk about it in the locker room every single day. And on March 26, 1997, inside the loud, sweaty Joe Louis Arena, they finally get their chance. This isn't a game anymore. This is justice. The night starts like any other. Hard hits, trash talk, the crowd roaring. Late in the first period, a tiny scuffle breaks out between Detroit's Igor Larionov and Colorado's Peter Forsberg. It's nothing big, but it's the match. The spark, Darren McCarty, Draper's best friend and the team's enforcer, sees Lemieux gliding near the boards. McCarty's eyes lock on. He skates straight at him like a missile. Lemieux turns at the last second. Too late. McCarty's right fist crashes into his jaw. BM. Lemieux drops instantly, curling into a ball on the ice, arms over his head. Most fights end there. Not this one. McCarty grabs him by the collar, drags his limp body across the ice, and slams him against the boards, right in front of Chris Draper, who's on the bench watching. McCarty wants Draper to see every second. He knees Lemieux in the face. Pounds him again. Again. Blood smears the ice. The crowd is deafening. But wait, it gets crazier. Colorado's goalie, Patrick Roy, sees his teammate getting destroyed. He doesn't stay in net. Oh no, he skates the full 200 feet. Yes, the entire length of the rink to jump in. Helmet off, gloves off, he's ready to fight. But before he can reach McCarty, Detroit's Brendan Shanahan flies in with a body check that sends Roy spinning. Now, here comes the moment that lives in every hockey fan's dreams. Detroit's goalie, Mike Vernon, sees Roy coming. He drops his blocker, his mask, everything, and charges out to meet him. Two goalies, center ice, trading real punches. Blood pours from Roy's forehead. Vernon's lip splits open. The brawl spreads like wildfire. Every player on both benches jumps in. 9 separate fights. Fists, elbows, jerseys ripped. The ice looks like a war zone. Red stains, gloves scattered, helmets rolling. Refs are pulling guys apart left and right, but it's useless. This isn't about hockey anymore. It's about pride. It's about family. It's about saying, you hurt one of us, you answer to all of us. And here's the part that gives you goosebumps. After all that chaos, the game is tied 5-5. It goes to overtime, 39 seconds in. Who scores the winning goal? Darren McCarty, the same guy who started the war, assisted by Shanahan and Larionov, the 3 men at the heart of the brawl. It's like a movie. Hollywood couldn't write it better. The numbers? 148 penalty minutes, 18 fighting majors, blood on the ice that had to be cleaned between periods. But the real win? The Red Wings say that night bonded them like nothing else. They go on to beat Colorado in the playoffs and win the Stanley Cup for the first time in 42 years. All because of one night of pure, raw revenge. If this story hit you in the chest, made you clench your fist just thinking about it, good. Because number one, it's not just a fight. It's a record-breaking riot that lasted nearly half an hour, broke every rule in the book, and ended with only 5 players left in the entire game. And a final score sheet that took 90 minutes to write. Stay with me. This last one will leave your jaw on the floor. Number 1. The record book riot, Philadelphia Flyers versus Ottawa Senators, 2004. Imagine the scene. March 5th, 2004. The Flyers are already crushing the Senators 5-2. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. The game is over. Ottawa's season is slipping away. Everyone in the building thinks the final buzzer is coming. And then the Flyers coach, Ken Hitchcock, leans over to his bench and says one quiet sentence that lights the fuse. Boys, it's lunchtime. 1 week earlier, Ottawa's Martin Havlat had swung his stick like a baseball bat and smashed Flyers' star Mark Recchi across the face. Blood everywhere. Havlat got a 2-game vacation. Hitchcock never forgot. He told the press, someday, somebody's going to make him eat his lunch. Tonight is someday. With 1:45 left, the puck drops. Flyers tough guy Donald Brashear locks eyes with Ottawa's Rob Ray. Gloves hit the ice. Brashear unloads. Left, right, left. Ray's helmet flies, blood sprays. He crumples like a cheap suit. Refs rush in to drag Brashear away, but he's not done. He shoulder checks another Senator, then another. The entire rink explodes. Every player on the ice pairs off. Bench is empty. It's wave 1. Now watch this. Ottawa goalie Patrick Lalime sees Flyers goalie Robert Esch standing near center ice. Lalime doesn't hesitate. He drops his stick, rips off his mask, and skates the full 200 feet, yes, the whole rink, to get in Esh's face. They square up like heavyweight boxers. Punches fly. The crowd is screaming so loud the glass shakes. Goalies fighting at center ice. Unreal. They finally peel everyone apart. Refs line up for the next face-off. Puck drops. 3 seconds later, Wave 2. Ottawa's Chris Neal versus Flyers' Rado von Somick. At the same time, 6'9" giant Zdeno Char grabs 6'2" Matthias Tamander and ragdolls him like a puppet. Fists, blood, chaos. Clear the ice again. Another face-off. Clock runs 24 seconds. Whistle. Wave 3. Mark Recchi, the guy who got high-sticked, finds Ottawa's Brian Smolinski and unloads. Flyers legend John LeClaire trades bombs with Ottawa defenseman Wade Redden. The penalty box is full. Face-off 4. Wave 4. Flyers rookie Patrick Sharp is told by his coach, "Go fight Spezza." Sharp skates straight to Ottawa's star Jason Spezza and drops the gloves. Spezza's shocked. He's not even a fighter, but the code says you answer the bell. They go. Face-off 5. Wave 5. It's the final 2 minutes of a blowout, and the Flyers still aren't done. More fights, more blood, more madness. When the final buzzer finally, mercifully, sounds, the stats are insane. 419 penalty minutes. All-time NHL record. Still unbroken. Flyers alone, 213 penalty minutes. Single team record. Third period only, 409 penalty minutes. 20 players ejected. Only 3 Flyers left on the bench. Only 2 Senators. It took the referees 90 minutes after the game to write the score sheet. 90 minutes. And the craziest part? 0 suspensions. Only 1 automatic 1-game ban for a guy who already had 3 misconducts. That's it. The league basically shrugged and said, yeah, that happened. This wasn't a fight. This was a riot. A 5-act play of pure, controlled chaos. Every punch had a reason. Every wave had a target. The Flyers didn't just win a game. They sent a message that echoed through the league for years. Mess with us, and we'll burn the rulebook. You feel it, right? The rage, the loyalty, the absolute refusal to back down. These 3 fights, Good Friday's double massacre, Fight Night's blood-soaked revenge, and the record book riot, aren't just highlights. They're stories. They're proof that hockey isn't just a sport. It's war on ice. It's family. It's heart.